in Blender, when we want to transform the position of the object and we move it, for instance, here, and we rotate just a bit like so, and then we scale it. We want to scale. For instance, now we have here this coordinate system that is the global coordinate system, meaning that you are using the coordinate system of the world. And for instance, if we have rotated this object like this, we if we want to scale it, we would like to scale along the direction of the object, meaning that we have here the transform coordinate system that we have to use local. And now we have the coordinate system of the object itself, and we can scale it along its own axis or move it along its own axis. Okay, so if we want, we can then put once again to global, and it will change to global. So when we start editing in Blender is when we start making use of these different tabs between layout and modeling. So when we press here on this different environment, we can see that the object changes. So we have also here object mode, and when we shift to the modeling tab, we have edit mode. So edit mode and object mode. Object mode is and layout is the default environment when you want to add different objects. So let's say that we want to add another mesh over here. Go here, add mesh, and for instance a cylinder. The cylinder is going to be placed in the where the 3D cursor is. So any object that you create here is an independent object. So like a plane, center of the world, along here. So when we have multiple objects and we want to start working, there are some things that we want to get rid of. So I'm going to take the visibility off of these objects that are not geometry. So I will go here to the scene collection, and I will right click. Let me just enable my screencast keys. Okay, seems like it's not, okay, it's working. So new collection, double clicking to change the name. Always rename your collections so you can know what you are doing. And if you are working with a studio, for instance, you shall have your object, your file shareable. So rename everything. So I selected the camera and light with shift. So shift here is the like a plus sign. So whenever I want to select other things is shift, and I move them to the new collection. Now I'm going to hide the collection so I don't have anything here and I can concentrate on the geometry. Also, and that will depend on what how do you like to model. Personally, I prefer to remove the floor and the axis so I can have all my attention to the object, and sometimes even remove the 3D cursor so you can start editing the object, but you just focus on what you are modeling. So if I want to edit the properties of this object, I shall go to the modeling tab. Modeling tab, so you can see that I cannot select any other object, meaning that I am on a single object. So now I'm working on that cube alone. So in order to work with it, I have also the different classes of elements. So I can select vertices, edges, and planes. So now I have this vertex selected. So this is also 1, 2, and 3.